Same starters for both teams to begin this third period. Gafford with a nice screen. Jones got all the way to the rim and couldn't cash out. DiVincenzo on the run with Edwards and Randall. Edwards baseline inside. Gobert with a catch in traffic, and he draws the hit. It's going to go against.
He's getting offensive rebounds via like a post up. He's getting touches via ball movement. But that's when the Minnesota's offense is at its best.
Najee Marshall on the drive. Couldn't finish, but he draws the foul. 18-point lead against New Orleans.
Because when you have losses to the Utah Jazz, the Pelicans, you can't be highs and lows. If you're trying to be a championship contender, there's a level of consistency, not just in your offensive performance, but in your defensive approach. And that's where Chris Finch talks about they've got to be more consistent down the stretch.
Randall off the bounce, a little bit strong. Gobert with the putback inside. He has been dominant and dictatorial in the paint tonight. Gobert with 14 points and 12 rebounds. He had a double-double in the first half. Middleton turns the corner. Fades away over Edwards and knocks down another one. Having a good night offensively. And a block at the other end by Gafford on McDaniels. Here's Jones.
This is one of those moments. Again, you're up by 11. If you come out here, lackadaisical here in this second half, that lead turns to 5-7. Your job, if you're Minnesota, is to put your foot on that gas pedal, not give up and ones, as you see Najee Marshall.
It's about how he has been found money this year for the Mavericks with his offensive contribution. Couldn't complete the three-point play, but they get the deficit below 10. Here's Edwards off the wide pin and lost the handle. Had it knocked away. Washington on the break with the left. Got it to go. Chris Finch eschewing the timeout. He's going to let them play.
Yeah, there's not many more possessions, though.
Randall with the slam.
And those are the moments. You said, don't call a timeout. That would have been a moment. You get a good offensive possession here. Now Chris Finch is definitely staring at his team's defense to see how they're going to answer.
Edwards in his stance caused that steal, and a little bit of room service for Randall. His third field goal tonight. Lead back to double digits at 11. Gafford swings it around second side to Washington. Tough pass inside. Good catch in traffic by Gafford. McDaniels in the corner. Pulls a quick three, a little bit strong. Washington inside, got it to go over Gobert. And this time, Chris Finch is great job, Katie, that Richards, this is a top 10 defense. They're the 7th defensive rated team in the NBA.
They're 7th, and if it wasn't for a few eggs, as you see Najee Marshall starting to get going, now this lead is cut down to 5. When you want to put your foot on a team and hold them down, it's how you start quarters. It's how you end quarters. But right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves have not come out with that aggressiveness, with that intensity that they need.
DiVincenzo out to McDaniels on the baseline, drives the closeout. Gobert couldn't get the alley-oop. Tyus Jones, Edwards attempted to block him, couldn't get it, and the lead is down to 3. The Dallas Mavericks, undermanned, understaffed, right now overperforming.
Well, this is what we were talking about, consistency. When you look at the bad losses for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's not their offense. They've got 77 points. It's their defense. So, yes, they are a top 10 defense. They are a 7th-ranked defensive efficiency. But tonight they're playing like a team that's ranked in the top 20. And so that's the consistency. Can you be a top 10 defense every single night, no matter who you are playing? And they just haven't quite gotten there this year.
Big swings defensively for Minnesota. They give up a 3 to P.J. Washington. The lead is down to 2 points now. Edwards, the low gather, elevates. Had to go off the back rim. Jones running out. DiVincenzo got to the deck. But it rolls out of bounds harmlessly, but you can't knock the hustle of DiVincenzo right here.
It's the bad losses that you point to that make you skeptical. Not the 2 wins versus OKC and the 2 wins versus the Thunder. It's these losses that they've had to New Orleans. It's been a little frustrating.
Edwards got a hand up. It comes off. Forced the miss that time from Middleton. Bagley with another opportunity. Sprays it out. One more. Marshall drives it. Tried to hit Bagley out of bounds. It's off Gobert. We've seen Anthony Edwards, Richard, attempt to get into that low post area last couple of times. He scored a bucket. This time into the mid-range. Got it and one.
Those block areas. He's so strong. He's so athletic. There's not much you can do in those moments.
Katie has more.
Well, guys, Chris Finch said
deficit at 2. Edwards working against Marshall off the Gobert screen. Got a clean look. Out of bounds off. Washington. Sidestep 3. A little bit strong. Loose ball. Gobert has it. Here's McDaniels. Tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of DiVincenzo now, albeit undermanned.
Well, that's one of the things we talked about it earlier on in the game. When we look at this team, they have played more clutch games than any other team in the league. Despite the injuries, despite the change of the rosters, the trades, they have been in so many games. And that is a compliment to Jason Kidd and his group. They are always playing with effort. But as much as I love what they're doing, I would be lying if I said
he's coming off the bench tonight. In 12 minutes has 10 points and a couple of dimes. Hey, Saturday before the Rockets and Knicks at 8:30. Jason Kidd and his travel basketball team, the women's travel basketball program. Jason Kidd Elite has so far sent 45 Division I players into college basketball. Had 2 McDonald's All-Americans recently, and big part of the women's basketball scene. Randall off the window.
Yeah, there was that conversation about Cooper Flagg and playing the point. And Jason Kidd had some very demonstrative things to say about people that were criticizing him. Let me say this. I have not met many basketball minds like Jason Kidd, and if kids are able to be taught by him or within his system, they should consider themselves lucky as Marvin Bagley gets the easy putback. This is a 3-point game.
Sure is. Edwards out top. Off the Randall screen. Open for 3. Rims out again. He's had some good looks. Now 3 of 9 from deep. Williams has the mismatch on McDaniels. Middleton drives it baseline. Tried to use that Nash dribble. Comes out the other side with 7 on the shot clock. Time to get to work. Middleton on the cross and spin. With the left. Everything but the bucket that time, Richard.
Yeah, you see his skill there. And again, that was, can Minnesota put together consecutive stops? Offensively, they've got all the tools.
Randall. Picked off by Martin. Edwards all over. Williams into the corner for 3. Boy, P.J. Washington had a great look. That would have tied it. Up and down they go. Naz Reid will handle his business. Jason Kidd calls timeout with 4:06 to go in the third.